This is the Compass Update for July the 30th, 2026. I don't know about you, but I am ready for the dog days of summer to be over. I know for most of us, there is routine just around the corner. I personally am ready for it, but I have a lot of fears about the routine. One of them is that it just gets so hurried, so busy. I know that many of you have children who will be entering school, or just the rhythm will pick up as we get away from the summer vacations and kind of the little bit of a slowdown. But the reality is this: for those of us who love Jesus, who are following Jesus, putting him at the center of our world is the most important thing we do. As we move into this more hurried and routine scheduled season, I want to take 3 weeks with you to talk about the Jesus way. We go back to two services this Sunday morning, 9 o'clock for our traditional service and 10:15 for our contemporary service and for our children's ministry to start back up. And I want to take 3 weeks to talk about the Jesus way, how you and I live out the Jesus way of apprenticeship. That means how we follow him in our everyday, ordinary life. And before we get into the hectic schedule that sucks the life out of us, what do we do to make sure that we are prioritizing our life in the presence of Jesus, and what we're doing then to um, tap into the power of the Holy Spirit, and then how we represent Jesus well in our everyday, ordinary, busy lives. I hope you'll join us starting this Sunday morning as we take a look at what it means to be with Jesus and to know that we matter to God. I think it is revolutionary for us to talk about how we will abide with Jesus. With that being said, a lot of things for South Lake Wales Church of God go back to a normal routine starting this week. As I said, Sunday morning goes back to our normal routine, 9 and 10:15, kids ministry at 10:15. And then this Wednesday night, our youth ministry goes back to its normal, regular broadcast time, 6 p.m. Youth ministry will meet. G. Loy is so excited and has a great plan for our youth. And likewise, Austin will be starting a series through the month of August at 6 p.m. for adults and our discipleship path. It's also a great time to get involved in a community group, to find your place to be connected. I don't want this to get too long, but I just want to say that before we get too crazy, what we want to do together is we want to prioritize the presence of Jesus in our life to make sure that we are making the most important thing the most important thing. Some of that comes to choosing ahead of time what we'll spend our time and our energy on. So I hope you'll join us this week as we go deeper with these things. There's so much great content in the Compass Update this week. Please check it out, and we'll see you Sunday at 9 or 10:15.